So, big news for Netflix fans. The first 4 episodes of The Crown's final season were released today, featuring none other than the ghost of Princess Diana. The story charts the romance of Diana and film producer Dodie Fayed in the days and weeks running up to the crash that, of course, killed them.
The press are on our tails constantly.
All one wants is for that girl to find peace.
Mummy, you okay?
I'm okay. It's just... it has all been a bit mad recently.
Well, Prince Harry's friends will watch ahead of him to warn him of any triggering scenes. Prince William won't be bothering to watch at all, apparently. Some critics probably wish they'd followed suit, though. One describing it as clumsy and predictable, and another, this was in The Guardian, describing it as an out-of-body experience, saying it was that bad. Well, joining me in the studio right now is royal commentator Afua Hagan. Afua, you've been lucky enough to see these previewed episodes before the rest of us. Give us your honest appraisal.
You know what? I kind of agree with the out-of-body experience. The thing is, you feel voyeuristic watching these 4 episodes because what The Crown does is try to do what all those photographers did in those days. You know, the photographers that were hounding Dodie and Diana and, you know, Prince Charles, Camilla, William and Harry. It puts us inside the cars, inside the castle, inside those conversations, and you feel like a voyeur. And also, while you're watching it, there's a real feeling of trepidation because we know what happens. You know, the scenes where Elizabeth Debicki as Diana, who was incredible, by the way, but when she's saying goodbye to Prince Harry and Prince William, you know that it's for the last time. So while you're watching it, you have this real sense of, oh my goodness, this is terrible. And these scenes, particularly with the photographers, you realise how claustrophobic, how scary it must have been for them. And the fact is, there's a real blurring of fact and fiction. The outfits recreated by the wardrobe department are incredible. They've absolutely nailed it. But then you have all these kind of made-up elements of the conversations of, you know, Diana's ghost appearing to the Queen and to Charles, Dodie's ghost appearing to his father. I mean, obviously that didn't happen. And that's what we must remember. It is a drama. Yes, it's a drama that's based on real life events, but it is a drama, it's fiction, and it's great TV. It's high production value, it's really well made, and it's got some incredible performances.
The Crown has always had this difficult relationship when it comes to, obviously, it's a dramatisation, like you said, and whether or not the palace enjoys watching it, you know, we can't only imagine what that's like. The earlier seasons were described as being sort of quite historical. As it's got on later, obviously, it's become more into recent memory for a lot of us. It's dramatising a moment of tragedy for this country, for that family, for, you know, everyone remembers. And it's a money-making enterprise. Netflix it's a business for them. So, I mean, to what extent do we know how the palace, say, would feel about this?
Well, this is the thing. With Buckingham Palace, Kensington Palace, St James's Palace, they are staunch. Keep calm and carry on. We will never get a statement from them saying they've watched it, they liked it, they didn't like it. Since The Crown dropped in November 2016, when we had season 1, we've never had any sort of reply from them whatsoever in reference to what has been depicted. And you're right in saying it was always more historical. So, you know, they bill it as the history of the royal family. And you did have almost in every episode 2 or 3 storylines around the history of that time, as well as the history of the royal family. The difference is with this particular season, which they say is the final season, first of all, it's split into these 2 parts. We've got 4 episodes today. We'll get the rest, the next 6 episodes on December the 14th. But these 4 episodes are solely based on Princess Diana and what happened to her in Paris and that sort of 8-week stretch of the lead up to that terrible accident. So it's a different kind of season. And you're right, you know, it's a huge money spinner for Netflix. At a time where they're putting their subscription prices up all the time, they've got huge competition in the market from Disney Plus, from Hulu, from Paramount, from, you know, there's so many of those streaming services. They have to have something that's going to make people want to pay the extra couple of pounds, dollars for the subscription. And The Crown is it. Now that it's done, what will Netflix do? What
will come next? That is the big question. Look, I will be watching it. I'm sure a lot of the people in the country will be. Afua Hagan, you've already seen it, royal commentator. Thanks so much for coming in and describing it to us.